Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome to a sad video. Alright, so this is going to be of a game. I'm watching this game right now. Back then, I remember playing this Black Beacon. Alright, so let's talk about Black Beacon. Black Bacon. What happened to this particular game? What did it come down to? At the end of the day, they finally announced EOS. Now, it's not all bad news though. Alright? So even though they announced they're going to EOS, they're going to shut down, but it's only, as far as I know, going to be for the global version. So at least the CN version still gets to continue for the time being. Now this is going to be a little bit unfortunate, and sometimes this happens to games, right? So they just have to shut down for the global version due to the difference in publisher and stuff. Now this video, this is a live stream actually, was of me playing that game. When was it? 7 months ago. Alright, so on GuitarRock first. So that's going to be what it is. Back then when this game first came out, I think there was a lot of excitement surrounding the game and everything, because it is going to be #1 from an ex-Kuro developer. Alright, so for those of you who are not aware, Kuro game is the one making PGR, Punishing Grey Raven, and of course also Wuthering Waves. Now they did make those games back then, and then I believe this was part of the group that basically left the company, and then they decided to make this particular game, Black Beacon. Now, with that, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of positivity surrounding this particular game, but unfortunately, just like with every gacha game, sometimes things just don't turn out how you expect it to be. So this is going to be the statement that they released. Alright, so we're gonna read it and talk a little bit more about this regarding Black Beacon. Dear Seers, first, we would like to express our deepest gratitude for your unwavering support and passion for Black Beacon. Every moment we have shared with you on this journey has been a precious and unforgettable experience for our entire team. So, end of service announcement. As you can see, this is one of the most viewed EOS announcement. 2.5 million views on X itself, right? So right now you can see, these are going to be the explanation provided for them, right? Our team has explored every possible option to continue providing the service along with version 1.3 update of the Chinese service, right? However, we have been informed by the developer that due to operational difficulties related to the global service, it will no longer be possible to continue the service after the 1.3 version update. So as you guys can see right here, you need to understand Black Beacon, they basically have two parties, right? One is a developer, one is the publisher. The publisher is the one making these announcements. The publisher is usually the one managing the social media accounts, and the publisher is usually the one that's trying to communicate and trying to make things work. And of course, that's the publisher's job. The developers are usually the one developing the game. Now you can see they are no longer going to be able to provide the service. I'm guessing there's a few different factors, right? The game is obviously still running fine in the CN version, right? You can clearly say they want to basically try to continue similar to the Chinese service, but it seems like maybe there's a operational cost, server cost, or maybe as far as I know, Black Beacon also has English voice acting, right? So maybe that part as well, maybe it's expensive to do all of those things, right? It's just they have to pay more, and they see very little incentive for that. The profit is almost not there compared to the CN version, so therefore they decided to just cut it off, right? So this is something similar. If you guys remember Princess Connect, very, very similar as well. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably cannot forget that. Crunchyroll back then, alright? So, Princess Connect global version was the one that discontinued, right? JP version is still going on fine. So that's going to be what it is. So despite our continued efforts to sustain the service, this unforeseen and unavoidable situation beyond our control as the publisher has led us to the difficult conclusion that it will be impossible to continue providing future content, updates, and technical support. Yeah, because it's not feasible. At the end of the day, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, you know, you play these games and this is something that you feel personally connected, you feel attached to these games, but you need to understand this is business. Alright, it applies with everything. I remember back then, during COVID, this was back then 2020, 2021, a lot of business has to close down, right? Similar stuff, because if you're not able to provide service anymore, right? At the end of the day, If nobody goes to your restaurant, you have to shut it down. Any form of business is all about making money to sustain itself so that to continue operation. If you're no longer able to sustain your business, at that point, where is the money going to come from, right? So you just gotta let it go. So therefore, after extensive and careful consideration of this reality, we have made the incredibly difficult decision to terminate the service. The global servers for Black Beacon will be permanently shut down on December 31st. Alright? Please see below for the detailed schedule regarding the termination of service. Alright? So that's going to be what it is. New downloads from all stores will be disabled. All in-app purchases and web store purchases will be disabled. Game service officially terminated. All of Black Beacon's official channels and websites will be closed. So if you guys did spend money, so there's a refund policy as well. We will be providing refunds for any unused paid runestones in accordance with our policy. Alright, you can apply for that later. So if you guys want to go through the refund process and you want to do it in the right way, you can, alright? Or if you guys want to go do it with your bank, you can as well. But right now, this is how it is. Sometimes when the game shut down, you have to bear the cost, bear the consequences. It's going to be a little bit annoying, but that's life, right? Purchase in-app items such as pure energy bonus will remain active until their expiration date. So you can still, remember, you still have 1 more month if you guys still want to enjoy the game, play it with how you will. We recognize that this announcement may be especially disappointing given the short period since our launch. We sincerely apologize that we could not provide a longer journey in the world of Black Beacon. Alright, the game service will remain fully operational until the final termination date. We hope you can enjoy your remaining time in the world of Black Beacon. So as a token of appreciation for all your support throughout Black Beacon's journey, we have prepared a special gift for all seers during this time. As you can see right there, they'll be giving out plenty of items, rune shards, spherical fruits, those things, right? It is only thanks to the love and support from all of you that we were able to begin this journey. While the story of Black Beacon was brief, the moments we shared will be cherished forever. So as you can see, I'm sure there's a lot of players that were not very happy with this, alright? Obviously, that's just how it is, right? But just like with every Hellos, there's always goodbyes, and things just are going to be very, very difficult. I did tweet this out as well. You guys can see what I wrote right here. Everybody saw it coming with delays after delays, 0 updates, and literally only banner reruns for months. Alright, literally like, I think for like 3 months almost. Literally only reruns, no new banners, nothing, right? So when, usually, if you see, those are the signs, right? If you guys want to know what game will EOS or how to look for it, if you see the updates not happening, constant reruns, banner, it's just banners being brought back up, and then there's no like, lack of communication sometimes could be a thing as well. Luckily, this one, the publisher, it seems like they have been doing a very good job in communicating. At least they have been providing updates from time to time. But there are some publishers that they won't say anything at all. You will not hear from them. So those are usually the signs. You gotta look for those hints, and it's inevitable, right? As somebody that's has experienced multiple EOSs before, this is what it is, right? There's just no coming back from this. Tribe 9 and then this. So Tribe 9 was another game that basically EOS this year. So literally we got two. We got 2 games that came out this year and also EOS this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there any other games that that happened to this particular year, right? So far it's Tribe 9. Tribe 9 was about 3 months. Black Beacon was about 7 months, but I think it's about 4 months. If you look at the, you know, no updates delay, they are just trying to constantly wait for things and stuff, right? So these 2 games literally came out less than a year, and boom, right? This is going to be how it is. Now, if you guys ask me, I perhaps might be able to point towards one more game that perhaps this could happen to. I've heard a lot of bad things about this game called LP's Fallen Star. You guys can look it up, right? So there's a chance that this could happen to that game as well. Again, I don't want these things to happen, but sometimes you guys as players gotta look out for things like this, right? These are the signs. These are the small little detail that you have to like pay attention to. Was hoping for this to last at least 1 year. That's not happening. Can you guys imagine if Black Beacon first year anniversary next year? That would be insane, right? They will be giving out free selector and stuff. That's just not going to happen, right? That's just life. Black Beacon is the end of a journey. Alright, so it's no longer a thing. I was hoping that this game would last for a little bit while, Because as much as I know a lot of people like to make fun of this game, I really want this game to succeed. This is one of the more unique game on the field because it's like a top-down action style game. We don't have much of those, right? You think about it, if you think about, maybe there's Diablo Immortal, sure, right? But if you think about anime style, where you are, constantly controlling the character, swapping in this particular top-down angle, I find this very, very unique, right? Most games seems to go with that open world 3D from the back, right? So hopefully in the future we get something alongside of this particular style, because I truly appreciate it, but sadly this game is just not it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know of your thoughts in the comment section below of another EOS this year. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.